Hey, this is SGX. I had a couple of requests to do like a walkthrough of some of the production techniques that I used on this remix I did. This is a remix of my original Right Back Up, which featured Navi doing some rap. This is a Right Back Up Heavy DJ remix. So I just wanted to walk through a couple things I think were kind of interesting that I did and do on a lot of my productions. I'm no expert. If you want to constructively crap on my techniques so I can learn something, I always want to learn stuff, and maybe some other people will learn some stuff from me. This is what the song sounds like. And it's a pretty big project. Most of this bottom half is sliced up from the stems that I have available on my website. If you want to remix Right Back Up, you can go ahead and do it, and there's stems on my website for everybody to download. So this is mostly a lot of loops chopped up and things from the original. You might notice there's like two chunks of song here. It's because this whole version over here is the full version, and then I make a very short edit for like dance video games and stuff like that. So that's what this little segment over here is. I just kind of duplicate the original and pull out bits of it. Alright, so I have it all zoomed out. I'm going to zoom back in so it's a little bit easier to see. Alright, so one thing I'm going to point out, I have this track where I input everything except the drums and the bass synth. This is when like the drums and the bass are like very loud and aggressive sounds. I want to process them a little bit differently from everything, and also have like I have sidechain compressors. And it's got kick and snare, just doing a very light sidechain, and multiband. Plus, on occasion, it's good. I wanted to do some slicing and glitching of everything except the bass and the kick for some effects and things, and I'll get to that in a minute. So it's nice to have them all on one bus to be able to do that. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down a bit. This is something I do on most of my songs. I like to make my own builds. It's sort of like patty, echoey reverbs, forwards and backwards, so I can hear them there. It's a cool way to do, like, instead of like always using crash cymbals, major crash cymbals, or just white noise filter sweeps, I have these kind of tonal sounds with textures on them that are nice. I like them. I make them basically. I think it was this one. Yeah, I'll make a send bus with a bunch of delay, reverb, and then sometimes over, like, choruses and all kinds of stuff. And see what this sounds like. I find a good spot to play that by itself. I'm gonna solo it, so you can hear it there. And what I'll do, I'm gonna do one for example. So I just wanna get a bit with just that. So I wanna delete all of that. Let's see if it did it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay. So I deleted that because I want to get the end of a phrase and not have it keep going. So I'm gonna do that, and I need to make a new track. So Control T, audio track. Its input is going to be this C filter delay. And there we go, C filter delay. And okay, so I just want to record from there to there. So arm, go. So I'm gonna let it go. Let it play out a bit. Okay, done. Unarm this. Don't need this input anymore. Or actually I can just do that. So there I have this piece of audio. So now I can sort of kind of trim it at the kind of climax bit of it. So I've got this nice little bit for a build, and then make another one, go in, reverse it, then I have a build. You can also do stuff like duplicate the track. So now I have two, grab these, transpose one of them down. Oops. It's a little bit fuller. I can mess around with pitching them around. Okay, the next thing, song has a lot of little crazy stuff like that, boop, 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 right here. This two sections full of just random little bits that I think add a lot of interesting stuff and rhythm and sounds to the song. I think it's fun to go render things to audio, slice them up, move an interesting little tiny section of sound, move it to somewhere else in this song where it's kind of out of context, but it's very interesting. I think that's fun to do, and a lot of this stuff is made from, I'll take maybe my everything track and I'll put the deep blue glitch on it. Just a bunch of random crazy stuff on it. And if the track is freezable, it just won't let me because I have side chaining compressors on it. If it's freezable, you can just freeze it and it'll render out the audio. And you can, there's a trick, you can just do Control T to make a new audio track, and then if this had the audio in it from the freeze, you don't even have to unfreeze it. You select it and like do a Control drag down into here, and it'll just move the audio into a new track, and you can unfreeze your frozen track. So then you just have, it's a very fast way to render something out. So what I do is I'll put deep blue glitch on something, or even not, and I'll take audio tracks, put deep blue glitch on just the bass, which is I think what a lot of these sounds are, or some sort of effects, and just take the most interesting bits out of it, select them, move them around, figure out if they sound cool with the drums and this and the song. So it's just like a lot of kind of let a glitch or something do something random, and then I just go sift through and find the little tiny 1-second clips of interesting sounds and put them in around things. So I don't always know exactly what I'm doing. I just let something do something for me, and I just pick out the most interesting bits and place them in a creative way. Let's go down to my bass synth. There it is. I'm not going to go totally into it. These are my filter. It's controlling my cutoff filter. It's not the most interesting bass. It's built off of something from my song Shed, which was already a ridiculous patch, an operator and a whole boatload of layers and saturators and EQs and stuff. So I'm not gonna go into it. So I hardly know what I did anyways. But the one tip I'm gonna have for like basses in particular, if you're gonna get some sort of like dubstep talky type basses, I like using bit reduction. There's a bit reduction thing here, and it's not on right there, but if you're going to be doing filter sweeps automated to sort of make a talky bass, you put the filter sweep right before your bit reduction, and it kind of gives it a bit more of a talky sound. It's a little bit more pronounced. Alright, drums. Let's go down to my drums. Okay, here's my drum rack. I like to use racks in live because you can each pad can put whatever you want in there, and I do this thing because I like to layer stuff. Let's see, this is my snare. So normally people would often just drag a sample into the thing and it would make a singular sample, a little instance of a sampler. But I like to pull in Impulse, the old drum machine, and put a MIDI effect chord in front of it. And if you, on shift 1, you do up 2, up 4, 5, 7, 9, and 11, then it's going to make it whenever you hit this, it hits all of these from the Impulse. Otherwise it would just be, if I turn off chord, it's just going to hit the front one. So this is a really easy way to layer stuff, because then I can go through and transpose and stretch and do all kinds of operations on this singular samples, and layering samples, particularly your kicks and snares, is pretty key to get the sound that you want. You just pick a couple, do little edits, and get that nice snap at the beginning and a long white noise sound at the end, or whatever you want to do. Okay, and the rest of the stuff is mostly the vocals from the original. I hardly did anything to them in here. Just lots of sliced up fun bits from the original. There's your basic Zeta patch doing some arpeggiating, and yep, that is about it for what's terribly interesting in this track. If you want to remix right back up, you can be my guest. There's remix pack on my website, sgxmusic.com. Yeah, just hit the remix it tab, and you'll find all the songs of mine that you can remix. It'll be fun. Alright, so give me comments, let me know if I'm doing stuff like an idiot or doing stuff amazing, and I just totally inspired you to make something amazing. I hope that the latter is true. Alright, take it easy. Sweat
time for a smoke break. Sub bass hit the club bass like an earthquake. Ace in the hole. New goal, it's your birthday. 3 more shots, feel the world shake. Move with the rhythm of the taiko. Women fly so smooth with the groove in your system. Down to your toes, to your neck, to your nose, to the floor. On the floor, go pump like a piston. Hey DJ.